Go ahead.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G, who passed away in the late 80s, midnight or late night DJ at 99 Jams, broke all the records you can think of. I love you, Jimmy, for life. He's part of the George Boogie Jones, and of course Leo Jackson, Sweetback, and of course Baby Huey Anderson, who was still alive and on the air at 99 Jams. So obviously, this market is number one. It's a very, when they see what one play on a record.
Yeah.
Forget all the new school people, the amateur hour, Khaled, all right, DJ Def, Irie, all them, I love them. But we're talking about now one play and it dictates a thing. So on to the next thing.
Yeah. Sweet, the back is black.
On the radio for years, what can I say? Sweet, if you're around, you know, he knows everybody. He knows everybody like my man, Sidney Miller, Black Radio exclusive, big time, broke every act. Middle London at Urban Network Magazine, any Billboard, all that. Casey and the Sunshine Band, all the groups. Sweetback, all I can do is tell you, inside story, we played on the basketball team together where I was the only white boy on the team, you follow me, and it was hilarious. Nobody could stop my jumper. I got out of breath and almost had to get oxygen every time down the court. But Sweetback is his real name, but it's like Sweetback, the back is black. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. What else can I say? Except I love you, Sweetback. And you know what? Benji the Mad Bomber, I want to throw him there with there from all the clubs and whatnot. I didn't put them on the list, but they know each other. That's part of the whole circle. Go ahead.
Close your statement.
Go ahead. Give me the last couple.
Jesse Coleman.
Jesse Coleman from Video Mix.
You don't understand. You don't understand. Close your statement.
Can I just say Jesse for Video Mix?
Run the names, man. Run the names.
Okay, just run the names. Give me the names.
All right. Jim Diamond Sears.
Jim Diamond Sears, I love you. God bless you.
Derek Baker.
Derek Baker, the new GM at 99 Jams Hot 105. I love you, brother.
Jesus Salas.
That is the man of SBS, Spanish Broadcasting System. He is the man.
Raymond Hernandez.
Over at La Mega, Raymond, I love you no matter what.
Tomas Fundora.
Tomas Morris Albert, he discovered the Miami Sound Machine. I go back to with him, that's 1979.
Don Y100 Cox.
God rest your soul, brother. He's a legend. There's nothing else to say.
Bill Tanner.
Bill Tanner's still he's one of the biggest consultants in the world. He's got 1,000 stations.
Bo Griffin.
Bo Griffin, she died at 51. She came from South Carolina. Jerry Rush gave her a first shot. And then she went over and did Power 96. I love you, Bo. You're in my heart forever.
Carlos Oliva.
Carlos Oliva also discovered Miami Sound Machine and many other Latino groups. He's the Salsa King. Met him in 1977 when it came down. He's a legend associated with Tomas Fundora.
Carlito Carjul Estrada.
There's nothing to say. He's my G for life. He's a Cubano who was quadruple Cuban. He owned the most famous store in the history of South Florida that broke all the music, Carjul Records.
Colleen Cassidy.
She's the biggest consultant in the world with Jerry Clifton and her husband, Mark Shands.
Martha Reynolds.
Martha Reynolds, one of the 3 most famous women in history. She's in New York now, semi-retired. I can't tell you what she's done for my daughter. She's a legend.
Tom Calacucci.
Just was with him in LA at the Kim Hughes Memorial. One of the greatest program directors that ever lived. Recently, he was at Power 96.
Caroline Salerno.
That's my daughter. My daughter, enough said, she's a legend.
Kim Hughes.
The greatest female in the history of the business. I love you, Kim. I love you. I love you with all my heart. There's nothing else to say. I love you. Just Google her. The greatest female that ever existed. Example, for 30 years she did business with Barry Weiss, Clive Davis. Do I have to say anything more? With Dennis Leventhal and with, Lenny Beer, and most importantly, Todd Hensley at the biggest thing in the music business. Billboard, I respect, but Hits Magazine, the hitsdailydouble.com. She died, unfortunately, of a heart attack in January 8th of 2013, and she taught my daughter for 5 years. Nothing to say. Kim, if I was to say anything and make a statement, as the greatest person I ever met in the music business, she taught me everything. I love you, Kim.
And lastly, Steve Pina.
Steve, Hitman Pina, I love you, bro. We're down for life. Period.
We skipped Jesse when you, cause I interrupted
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
So Jesse, from
Let me do that.
Mix, you gotta give him a shot.
And as far as this whole thing with the bass that ate Miami, because he does a whole bunch of bass sets during the week, and he's relaunching Video Mix Television Network, which you know, right, is broke Little John to Pitbull. Am I right, girl?
Oh, yeah.
And this, by the way, is Nicole Reed here, rolling with who?
Nick Baby Love.
Yo, time is running.
Okay, so Jesse Coleman, CEO of the Video Mix Television Network. Everybody from Little John to Pitbull, Khaled, all of them. He's broke them all. Black Dada. He's relaunching right now, and he's gonna blow up the bass that ate Miami. One time for Video Mix Television Network, Jesse Coleman, and the upcoming public service, The Bass That Ate Miami documentary.